welcome everybody to this week's Market Share, this short weekly segment brought to you by MKR, where we bring you all the noteworthy news and updates surrounding digital media and the world today. I'm your host Genevieve, and we've got some fun stories for you today, so let's get started. First up, let's talk about Google and yet another delay of third-party cookie deprecation. The company has announced that the phase-out of third-party cookies will now begin in the second half of 2024, rather than 2023 as announced last year. Seems as though this delay has come from the combination of the fear of the unknown future and the fact that several of Google's sandbox proposals that sought to replace some functionalities of third-party cookies have not been widely adopted yet. Google has gotten consistent feedback that people need more time to evaluate and test the new privacy sandbox technologies so that web can continue to thrive once the final shift is made. So this may be good news for some and bad news for others. Yes, companies will have more time to evaluate their post-cookie plans for tracking and measurement, but more time available adds more ambiguity to the level of preparedness. There are still many outstanding issues, which means it is imperative that Google explain how the transition periods of its timeline will work, as well as better educate the whole industry about its tools. So do a little happy dance now that you know you have some more time. But don't put off planning for the cookieless future, or we can almost guarantee you'll regret it. Next up, let's talk about Tito's and their new attempt to separate themselves from the pack of alcohol brands creating seltzers. Tito's Handmade Vodka is introducing Tito's in a Can, a 16-ounce reusable steel can that is sold completely empty. This leaves your drink up to your imagination, as the campaign tagline is, "We don't make seltzers, you do." This novelty product focuses on the core offering and actually has a philanthropic presence, as all net proceeds from the can go to the customer's choice of nonprofit partner. Tito's in a Can allows customers to make better quality seltzers at home that are fresh and as strong or carbonated or citrusy as they want. The 30-second video that accompanies the campaign aims to capture consumer attention, and just like other liquor marketers, they're going after the younger consumers who are crazed with hard seltzers, canned cocktails, and the growing market of hard alternatives. Tito's has managed to fight the decline in vodka sales and is among the most popular distilled spirits sold in the US. This campaign is a great example of knowing when to go against the tide of the newest craze to start making waves yourself. So the next time you find yourself figuring out how you can become a part of the newest movement, make the newest movement yourself. Third up today, and on the same theme as our last story, it seems as though brands are getting a little too involved in the latest social media trend, even when it's completely unnecessary or there's potential for a big miss for some. The first way they're doing this is by partaking in the most recent social media memes or trends like Little Miss, He's a 10 but, and We Need an American Girl doll that, which yes, can work out for the right types of companies, but will certainly flop for others. Manischewitz recently debuted their own rendition of the Little Miss and Mr. Men memes, with tweets introducing Little Miss loves borscht and Mr. can't wait for gefilte dogs. The strategy behind these posts was to speak to the generation that will say, "They're not my grandma and grandpa's holiday brand, they're relevant to me." The argument behind participation from some other companies, like Wendy's or Dunkin', makes sense, because their irreverent writing style of social media very much matches the tone of these trends. But for some companies like UPS, their participation really just created a platform on which consumers launch any and all complaints. Companies have also started trying to partake in the Be Real app, where users have 2 minutes to upload a front-facing and back-facing photo after receiving the prompt notification. Be Real has skyrocketed this year, reaching 3.3 million downloads, due to their mission of steering away from influencer culture and their prohibition of advertising. Companies are trying to take advantage of the major following on the app by posting behind-the-scenes snapshots from meetings, shoots, or everyday office life, which can help people view the brand in a more personable light. But not every company will be successful, since it's a very informal app. Before you take part in the next social media craze, take a step back and think, why are we really doing this? What are we hoping to gain from this activation? Will this resonate with our audience? Last up today, let's talk about one of the craziest and more ridiculous brand partnerships to date. The Applebee's partnership with Winky Lux to launch Saucy Gloss, the collection of wing sauce-inspired lip gloss. The campaign was timed to match National Wing Day and National Lipstick Day, both celebrated on July 29th, and included an original song and music video titled Taste My Face, featuring the Instagram handles of an all-single cast. This effort expands upon two things the brand is known for: wings and first dates. The flavors of the Saucy Gloss line include Get Me Hot Buffalo, Sweet Chili Kiss, Be My Honey Pepper, and Honey BBQ Tea, which all play into the dateable music video that aims to build on the previous success on the TikTok platform. This campaign's branded merchandise and original campaign was obviously an effort to engage with younger customers. But anyone who's seen the campaign is lying if they said they don't wonder what it would be like to wear the lip gloss. If you want to gain fame and recognition in the Gen Z-ruled social media world, you have to give people something to talk about. That's all for this week's Market Share. My name's Genevieve, and I'll see you all next week. It is imperative that Google explains. I know. I was on a roll.
You're so close.
I know. Featuring the Instagram handles of an all-single cast. I'm sorry. No, it's okay. If you want to gain fame and recognition in the Gen Z-ruled social media world, you have to give some. No.